going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be completely different. Got my buddy back with his EK coupe, and first thing we're going to tackle is fresh exhaust on this unit because it needs it bad. So we got, as you've seen in the thumbnail, he's got a nice PLM manifold, followed with a HKS, a true HKS axle back exhaust. He's got some stuff up here. It's upper control arms for driver's side and passenger side. He's got inner and outer tie rods. It looks like those inner and outers, right? Or are they just outers? Inner and outer. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, it's got it right here. So got inner and outer tie rods. New O2 sensors. Got some plugs. Yeah, manifold studs for the exhaust side. We're gonna go ahead and get those replaced because these are clapped. So we're gonna go ahead and get these pulled out, get this old exhaust off. Yeah, probably should have grabbed that valve cover gasket. Yeah. So we got a small leak on the valve cover gasket, but it'd be alright. It'd be alright. It'll buff. And that's about it. So not too many parts, just pretty much a big task, especially the exhaust. So we're actually going to tackle that first because that's main priority right now, and then we'll knock out the rest. But we're going to go ahead and get this clapped out exhaust off. So actually, the funny thing is, from the header back came off of my orange hatch, for those that remember me having that car, if you're an OG subscriber. So that actually came off that car, and of course it was a B series car, so I ended up cutting the flange off and I turned it to match up with the D series flange on his header and welded it back up and bolted it up that way. So it is a little bit shorter, so it tucks up underneath the car. But now he's got fresh exhaust, and we're gonna go ahead and get everything installed and see what this HKS life is about. So should match up with the PLM and it should sound pretty good. So we'll go ahead and get cracking. Alright, so I ran across a small issue. So the exhaust kit that got ordered is a cat back exhaust. So this bolts up to the catalytic converter, which is the three bolt flange. And what? So what we're actually going to do now is we're going to get the header off, drop all the exhaust, get the new header on, get it bolted up, and then we're going to go underneath. I'm going to drop this control arm, since it's all one piece, it's not bolted up, it's all welded. Take it off from the header where it's at now, drop it straight down after we drop the lower control arm. We'll get that dropped, get all this off, get the new header on. We'll probably go ahead and do the back portion where the tip is, get that at least hung up by the rubber hangers. And then we'll kind of, I guess, piece up from the rear and work our way up and see what lengths we need. He did order a flange that he thought he was going to need for the header itself, and that's like this. So that the header actually came with the flange on it, and the flange that he ordered, he thought was going to have to replace or take in place for that. So I don't know where it's at. Where is that flange? Oh yeah. So what we're going to do is, what I got in mind, I ain't going to know 100% until we get everything close to where it should be. But it's got this guy right here, and a little gasket, the exhaust donut gasket. So we'll see if, yeah, this should go up just like that. You want to hold this up. I just want to match it up, make sure it's going. And the bolt holes line up perfect. All right. So what we'll do is we'll take the exhaust off of the car underneath, how much ever pipe we need to compensate the difference of Cadillac converter, and we'll weld it up to this guy and just bolt it straight up. Seems simple enough. I'll go ahead and take this inside. I'll leave this guy right there. Go ahead and grab that header. So we're gonna go ahead and knock this guy out. Go ahead and get this header off, get the new studs in, and we'll start from that point. And then once we get the header on, bolted up, the new one, then we'll go to the back and start working our way up to see what difference we need as far as adding the exhaust and welding the flange and stuff up. So go ahead and get this started. Alright, so quick little update, what you've seen on the time lapse. Got the header installed, brand new studs, brand new bolts, or nuts, sorry. Got a new gasket on. This is what we went from. Stock manifold with no cover. This clearly the company that put this swap in, which is JDM Midwest in Ohio, about 8 years ago. Since we're just now getting the manifold off, I'm going with the full exhaust. This don't even match up, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. The bolt hole right here lines up. That don't line up. There's none for those two right there. This one right here by my finger lines up. This one at the end lines up. And those don't line up at all. And plus, this is a small port hole. This is a little more oval. So it looks like they just threw a gasket on it. But got my boy set up now. He's got a nice manifold on. Gasket. Let's see that light real quick. I had to drop the lower control arm on this side, since like I said, it was a one piece welded. Got that drop, got all the exhaust out. It's over here now. Sit beside the Yukon. It's all one piece. You gonna get that one?
Gotta break that bend all the way around.
Oh yeah, I forgot we done that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's no big deal. We can bend that back. Yeah, so here's the old exhaust. And we're gonna get him set up with 10 times better exhaust. See how this HKS sounds like with a PLM manifold. So I'm gonna go ahead and start piecing together this back half, and it's all right here. Piece together the back half, and then we'll see what all he needs, see what I gotta add on my end to meet the manifold, and then work from there. Alright, so my boy had to show back up. He ended up leaving on the last clip that you guys seen. And come to find out, he needed this test pipe for his car since he doesn't have a catalytic converter. And we got the test pipe on here, got the flange welded. So the only thing we need now is to bolt it up. And even with the test pipe, it still had, I think I measured 7.5 inches away from reaching the flange. So what I had done was I took his flange right here and I had cut it off. Chris, you care to get that light behind you? Yeah. It's on the second shelf. Yeah, that way I can see. So I had to cut the flange off right here, and I extended the pipe from there to here. So it was 7.5 inches. I had marked it, cut it, dropped this midsection right here, got it welded up all the way around. Got everything all lined up, and I extended these midsections to where they would reach, and got them tacked up, got them welded up with the flux cord, and now we just got to bolt it up. So I had to throw a little bit of an angle on this flange right here because for some reason the header right where the flange is at the end of it, it had a like a little slope down for some odd reason. For the oil pan so it wouldn't have, yeah, I guess it's for the oil pan clearance. That's the only thing it could be. I guess that's why they made it universal for all D series. Yeah. So anyways, it had that where it was kind of angled down a little bit, so it wasn't going to line up with the exhaust at all. So I had taken this flange and I had bolted it up, angled the test pipe where I needed it, and threw a couple tacks and welded it up, and now everything lines up perfect. So we took something that wouldn't fit and made it fit. So all we gotta do now is just get this guy bolted up, and then I'll help him tackle a couple more things on his car. So once we get this bolted up, exhaust fully bolted up from the header back, then we'll get a startup clip for you guys and let you hear it. So it should sound pretty good. Just to refresh your memory, it is a PLM header and a full HKS high output catback with the blocks test pipe. So it should sound good. I'm pretty excited to hear it, and go ahead and get this bad boy slapped on here so we can finish the exhaust portion up, get that sound clip. Alright, so we got the test pipe, everything on, everything is bolted up all the way down. So now we are ready for startup. Ouch. Not only did I hit my head on the welder, but I hit my head on your car. So we're ready for first startup. I want to hand the camera over, and he's gonna get the clip. Since it's kind of late, he's gonna make me start it up. That way I get chewed out.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
There we go. No exhaust leak, bro. I don't hear a thing.
I don't either.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir.
That sounds good. that exhaust setup, hands down, 10 out of 10. That sounds really good. So PLM header to a blocks test pipe, and then a full HKS high output catback. And that's a cold start too. That car's been sitting for a while. Oh my gosh, bro, that sounds so good. That sounds really good. I just wish it was daytime to get some good pulls.
Let's come back up to the car.
I mean, you gotta come up here anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, if you're going to. Yeah, so that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. It took a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. I took a little bit to get this video done, only because he's back in my hometown, which is about an hour, 20 minutes away or so, and he was dealing with work. I had to order the test pipe and get it in. So car's back up here. It's 100% done on the exhaust now. He loves it. It sounds amazing, and that's crazy. Like, it sounds really good. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you guys think it sounds good, give this video a thumbs up. So be sure to like this video, show some love. It helps us out a lot. So we're probably gonna knock a couple more small things out on this car. That way we can get it back on the ground. He's still gotta go home in a little bit, and I'm sure once he comes back up, we'll get some exhaust clips going down the road and stuff, doing some pulls. That way y'all can actually really hear the car. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it, and we'll see you on the next video. I'm out. Peace. Wanna tell him? You wanna say you're out? Okay, I'm out. Peace.